Today we're going to be showcasing the Popshot. Did you know that with mag size and reload, crit rate and crit damage, that is the best perk setup for this weapon? I'll explain in a second. And with a shotgun loadout like this, it is actually one of the top 3 highest DPS shotguns in the game. Some math has shown that it's number 1. That was AS407. Then he told me he might have messed up, but it's at least top 3. The Ground Pounder, Huskbuster, and I guess technically Stampede in there with the Huskbuster. And the Popshot rotate as like the 3 best shotguns in the game. So I'm going to go over this very quickly. I do have a shotgun loadout video linked down below, and I recently covered the Ground Pounder on the channel, so check that out, link down below as well. So I'm gonna go through this quickly, but anyway, crit damage is very good. Totally rocking out, makes us crit more. Battle Beat activates it. Subwafers activates it when we want. Just going real quick. And Eternal Wanderer, she makes you sprint longer. I did not think she'd be that big of a deal on launch, but she's weaseling her way into almost every loadout I run because double stamina is so good. And we are going to be reloading insanely fast. So instead of Chaos Agent, we have Skull Ranger Ramirez, just because it's not like a huge percent. 15 is not making a big difference at this scale, but it is nice to have because we will be reloading constantly. I'll explain right now. And shotgun damage 17%. So let me explain what's going on here. In my Ground Pounder video recently, if you guys caught that, I explained that mag size and reload on shotguns with shells actually do the exact same thing. Meaning, if you have a mag size boosting your shell count by 75%, you reload based on how many shells you have. So if you don't change your reload at all, and you increase your shell count by 75%, you will reload each shell 75% quicker. It's just how it works, because 5 seconds to do 7 shells is, still 5 seconds for 12 shells. It actually does reload quicker. You can measure this, and I have. So when you reduce that count by 75% and reduce the reload speed with a reload perk, you're still reloading the same speed as the mag size, but you have less in the chamber. However, they don't play that nice because 75% mag size applies to the base. So you're going from like whatever, I think 5 is a pop shot, and it goes up to 8. It shows 9 here. I believe in game it's 8. It's a little tricky because it rounds down. Epic, why do you round down for our shell count? Anyway, so I believe it's about 8. Whereas if you use another mag size, it's not 8 times 1.75. No. It's still that same base 5 times 1.75. So if you add a second mag size perk here, you're not getting 75% more shells, and therefore a reload perk would actually be better because you will reload 8 or 9 shells just, faster as you'd expect with the reload perk. It's just the way that they behave. You do want mag size and reload. And that's incredibly important because with this setup, I've done the math before. I believe it's 7.5 shells per second, which is ridiculously fast. It's so fun. And we have crit rate and crit damage just because it's awesome. And of course, because we're running Totally Rocking Out. You could, I think, run double crit damage. I'm not even sure if that's possible on this, but in this video, I'm just gonna be recording the crit rate and crit damage. You cannot. I did not think so. This is one of those weird weapons where you can't even get a second crit damage perk wherever you put it. It's a little annoying, but when you see how strong this weapon is in a second, if you haven't already, then you'll know. I have no reason to be mentioning this weapon right now. We're in the summer right now. It's not even available, but it's an awesome shotgun, and I'm talking about shotguns, so I figured, why not? Let's go kill some smashers. All right, just gonna do a quick overview of the traps we have here. We have our main defense with a boom base down. I want to make that very clear. We do have boom base, so my base crit chance is 45.5%. Thank you so much, Hero. I did tell them that I was recording, and she did ask if it was okay to run that, and I did say yes, because today's video is not meant to be like a scientific breakdown. I'm not comparing the Popshot to any other weapon. I'm not trying to do anything super serial other than just have fun with a really awesome weapon. So why not have a near base 50% crit chance? That's going to make this weapon awesome. I'm just saying, if you plan to get similar experience in your own game, Stream Chat is having fun with Stream Loots. Twitch link down below if you guys ever want to watch recordings live. And YouTube channel members get to see my videos early. You never have to pay to see my videos, but they do get first dibs. Thank you for supporting me. Totally optional. I appreciate all of you. Hey, there we go. So yeah, the Popshot's gonna be a little stronger than usual, and that's basically the defense. I've got some directional tire traps. They're having some fun with this stuff. It looks like a lot, but we are in a 250 power level zone, and this is actually pretty reserved, and I think we're ready to go. So if Hero wants to get it going, we can start the mission. All right, so I am not going to need wafers for the most part. I'll probably use them if we see a smasher and just to get things going. So we also have an encampment over here. So I think I'm gonna actually pop that first wafer and just get it started. So this is the beauty of that reload. I probably showed some footage from later in the video in the the intro, but here it is live. It's so nice. It's so nice. And the affliction damage is actually keeping up with the healing on the nurses. And I do have my audio really, really quiet because boom bass is disproportionately louder than it should be. It's a known bug, but look at the smasher go down. Look at it go down. I'm gonna bump my audio just a little bit so we can hear the awesomeness of this weapon. It is kind of a loud weapon, and the Popshot does have a very unique sound, so figured we can enjoy that together. I'm gonna grab this real quick here, and even though we have Eternal Wanderer, I want to get over to the smasher. Thank you, team. Oh, there's the boom bass. I'm so sorry. I'll turn it back down when we're over here. Thank you, GoXLR, for making a product where I can have a physical slider to turn things down in the middle of a game. So I'm not going to do that too much anymore, but the Popshot does have a unique sound that's really hard to showcase when we have so many loud things happening. Look at the health. One teammate with a rocket launcher and a floor freeze, which does make enemies take more damage. It's going a long, long way here. So here we go. Pop a wafer, try to get in there. Look at that damage. 1.3 million on a crit? It's incredible. And I'm just going to shoot kind of into the crowd, kill the shielder, the nurse is dead, and look how fast it goes. I can basically click and reload, click, reload, click. It's so fast. You typically do want to reload back to full, but it's so convenient. That was without a wafer right there. I did not have Toy Rocket out active. That's a 250 power level smasher. They have 4.8 million health, and this quirky little weapon that a lot of people don't even think about is just destroying it. Now, the ground pounder, as showcased recently on the channel, is well known to be one of the strongest shotguns in the game. And the Huskbuster is commonly brought up because it's available in regular missions. If you want basically the strongest base game shotgun in the game, that's the Huskbuster and or the Stampede. The Stampede has the exact same damage stats. It's just a little more expensive to craft, as the Huskbuster is the scavenger variant of it. But the Popshot, if you manage to, I guess, flux it out of season or pick it up from the Holiday Llamas, which is really easy. I believe there's a purple and I think a blue copy of this weapon. They make it very available all throughout the season. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, maybe you're new to the game, the timeline in the description of the video is excellent. That yearly timeline lets you know when the seasonal events come around. None of that is 100% guaranteed. Epic does release new stuff in between, and I try to keep the timeline as updated as possible. At the top of the timeline, there is a little date for the last time that I checked in and made sure everything's correct, and that does update as we get new things as well. So just saying, it's not like a permanent fixture. It does update, but for the most part, there are a lot of seasonal events that do rotate very predictably. So during the winter season, that's when you can pick up the Popshot. And if you're watching this in the future, maybe double check, because it's usually around November, December, early January that you get access to this weapon. And as you can see, it's really, really, really strong. And it looks like we're just about out of... Oh, can we get one more smasher? We got about 3 seconds left. Oh, that's more than enough time for this weapon. More than enough time. Hero had gotten started without me, but I think we could have soloed that regardless. All right, final wave. So I'm just gonna be doing the one mission for today's video. I just wanted something quick while you guys ate your breakfast, but let's get into it. So it seems like this mission is very predictable. This is the same mission where we ran the ground pounder, and it looks like we had smashers on wave 1 and then flingers on wave 2. Now, one of the drawbacks of the Popshot is that it doesn't have fantastic accuracy. I would say of the big 3, the ground pounder has the best accuracy, and the damage is slightly more. I think the ground pounder with a full build Toy Rocket on active has 20% more DPS than the Huskbuster, but the Huskbuster has more ammo, more flexibility, it's cheaper, and less accuracy. Popshot easily has the worst accuracy of the bunch. You want to be very, very close to your targets. So being up close and personal with flingers and propanes is not ideal. That's not where you really want to be with this weapon, but the fire rate makes it so easy up close. And honestly, it's taken out these shielders with very little issue. Of course, we have the affliction on that. I saw the flinger just flung, and I'm really hoping that gets taken care of on the base end of things. And I'm nervous for that part, but I am also looking for the, there it is, the mini boss. They usually spawn around the 3 to 2.5 minute mark, and we have another fire mini boss. I'm so excited. Okay, all right, I don't want to screw this up. Let me panic at that down, heal up with the healing pad. Want to get it fully reloaded. We're going to start with just the wafer, enjoy the damage on that, and then get the full reload in, then pop a war cry, get more damage in. It's not the fastest kill ever. Without all that extra ammo on hand and Chaos Agent reloading, it is going to have a slower mini-boss kill time than the Ground Pounder or Huskbuster. Those brothers just have so much more ammo on hand. But you can see, with the quick reload, you can actually just, you know, back off, maneuver, reposition as needed, and it'll get the damage out eventually. I did ultimately succumb to that mini-boss, but that was so good. There are not that many weapons in the game where you can solo a mini-boss like that. I understand that it was a basic Husk model without tank, which means it had the health count of of 27,627,848. Thank you, Xylic, for the enemy stats spreadsheet. I'll probably link that in the description down below. I just have the tab open. I can just see it up there, so that's why I could just see that number. But yeah, it's a lot of health, and be able to dish that out with little to no issue is so satisfying. Now we need to do some last minute repair, and that's not where I wanted that to go. Okay. Let's think a little more clearly. Back up so we don't blow up, and then we are on home base defense. So, whenever you're having trouble with this, it's... Oh, I can't open up my trap picker. All right, buggy game is happening right now. So, I was going to put down floor freeze or perhaps a tar pit, just so that we can manage the situation here. That was a little bit of a panic, because I'm so used to recording with Chaos Agent that I was hoping a frag grenade might clear that up, but... Yeah, it doesn't even look like I need to eat wafers. We have good teammates on hand, as stated. They do know I'm recording a video, and they, of course, don't want to lose the mission. I don't need my 160s done today, so that much I'm not worried about, but obviously we want to actually succeed in this mission. And I think this is a great showcase of how strong the weapon is. When the traps are gone and the enemies are spawning from a location that we were not readily prepared for, we did sort of start the next wave without accounting for the spawn shift. That's our bad. That's our bad. But you can see with the quick reload and the affliction damage, you can just hit every enemy one time, and they'll just fade away over time. Like, that is a lot of extra. So when you are in a situation similar to mine, you've got a lot of enemies to take care of, just note that you don't need to keep shooting one single target. You can do 1, 2, 3, and then as you're reloading and then focusing on the guy with more health, the other two are just gonna die. You can also pickaxe these propane. They usually go a lot further than that. I don't know what just happened. A lot of people don't know that, by the way. Every once in a while, I'll pickaxe a propane and people don't really know that you can do that. Usually it goes meaningfully far away, but yeah, kind of a big deal. Always good to keep up on that. And now you can see, based on the spawn shifts and my teammates' work, we have actually succeeded in pushing the enemies back. A little totally rocking out bump there. I saw that. And the accuracy is not going to be great, but Affliction is going to take care of that enemy flung in the air. Again, the range, not very good. But we did get him at least below half health there, which interrupted his throw sequence. And we did actually survive this mission. So, apologies for the short video. I know longer videos are generally more preferred on my channel. But on the day that I'm recording this, I'm in a really good mood, which is abnormal in the recent months in my private life. So, I'm just getting through as many as I can. And I really wanted to showcase the Popshot. So, there's my one game. Subscribe for more. More videos are going to be coming out. And I have hundreds of videos on the channel if you haven't seen them already. My fun loadouts playlist is filled with lots to enjoy. So yeah, subscribe, like the video. See you guys in the next one. And then